Welcome to the Rivers Ridge Ride-Through 2022 update. We've had some significant improvements on our easiest and most picturesque trail. If you're not familiar, Rivers Ridge is our walking path that's designed to give first-timers and casual walkers a great view of the park and of the surrounding riverbank. So, as you may or may not notice, we've leveled off and evened out this starting hill and switchback as much as possible. There's still a bit of a grade here, but it's a little easier than it was before. And the biggest thing that you'll notice is that we've got some gravel on the path now. So not only is it easier to see where you're going, it should be a little bit easier to walk and ride your bikes. Rivers Ridge starts in the parking lot area and is a lot easier to find now. You just follow the gravel path and it will take you right to it. It starts, as I said, at the parking lot, which is the north end of the property, and goes to the southwest end of the property, following the riverbank all the way. So you'll have the river on your right for a wonderful view, and of course the rest of the park to the left and up the hill. If you're familiar with the park and with our trail network, you'll know that River Roller, one of our blue mountain bike trails, rests between Rivers Ridge, where we are right now, and the riverbank, so keep an eye out for it on the right-hand side. You might not notice it as you're walking or riding your bike down the path, but we are heading very slightly downhill throughout this path. So you'll want to make sure you save a little bit of energy to come back when you turn around at the end, and inevitably it does seem like you're facing a headwind when you turn around and come back. So just keep that in mind. There'll be probably an uphill and a little bit of a headwind once you start working your way back towards the parking lot. In order to make your time enjoyable, we do have a couple of park benches, one here and one at the very end of the path, so you can take a little rest and have a nice little look at the scenery. And while it may not look like a whole lot of improvements have been made, we've been leveling out and evening this path all the way. You can actually see as we come up here the fresh cut dirt on the left, indicating how it is a little bit smoother and a little more level than it was before. So a lot of work has actually gone into this path to make it as easy and welcoming as possible. Right now we're going to come up to an entrance back onto River Roller, so that blue mountain bike trail turns off to the right here. Pops up very briefly onto Rivers Ridge. And we're about to enter into the gully here. We took great care to try and make this a fair bit easier, not anywhere near as steep as it was, but there is still a pretty significant grade here and a pretty sharp corner, so you're going to want to take it easy if you're riding with little guys, or if you're a less experienced rider. This gravel can be a little bit slippery. And then again, leveled out a little bit here, but it is a bit of a grind to get to the top of this little hill. And now we're coming towards the very southwest end of the park, the end of the park. Ahead of us you can see that second park bench I mentioned. Again, if you know the park, you'll know that to our left you've got Wild Moose Chase, you've got, we're coming up on Squirrel right there on our left, and Aspen for Trouble ends just ahead of us there, so that gives you an idea of where you are. If you know the trail network. And yeah, here's the end of Rivers Ridge, so I hope you'll come check out our new updates, our new improvements.